My name's Rosalind, and this is Pamela. And we're the sisters of the absolutely beautiful bride, Danielle. I know, we all look alike. But considering how absolutely stunning Danielle looks today, I encourage you to keep confusing us for one another the rest of the night. Before we begin our speech, please join me in putting your hands together for the newly minted Dr. and Mr. Willauer. Okay, people, that's enough. They've only been married a few hours. Danielle, we are so happy for you and Scott. I am amazed at all you have created and accomplished together. I'm not surprised, though. I always knew you would do amazing things. I'm not sure if you remember this, Danielle, but when I was 4 years old and you were 3, Mom and Dad sat me down to have a talk. They decided it was time for me to learn how to tie my own shoes. They were cutting me off. Their decision, however, did not faze me. I remember sincerely looking up at them and saying, "That's okay, I can get those cool Velcro shoes." But that wasn't the alternative they had in mind. Dad sat me down in his lap and showed me how to tie the bunny loop. He showed me once, he showed me twice, he showed me thrice. And then it was my turn to try. I made my bunny ears. I pulled the loops through, but they just wouldn't seem to catch. Dun, dun, dun. Dad told me to keep trying, but Danielle had been watching from the side. Quietly, she approached me in her way and said, "I think I can do it." She said, "I think I can do it." She plopped down beside me, and in 2 fell swoops, I had a beautiful bow on my shoe, courtesy of my baby sister. She was a shoe-tying prodigy. So it really sounds like Danielle was not only Roz's inspiration for learning how to tie her shoe, but also your motivation. Most likely a bit of both. From there, though, it seems Danielle became a bit over-enthusiastic. Yes, because once she learned how to tie bows, she then taught herself how to tie knots. This little girl began tying teeny, tiny little knots, not just with shoelaces, but with anything she could get her hands on. No loose ends were safe. Our lives became punctuated with knots. We found knots in our hair ribbons, knots in the electrical cords, knots in my hair. Yeah, she was a very precocious child, and she's grown into a beautiful, intelligent woman that Pamela and I are so proud to call our sister. In addition, Scott, we are so grateful that you're officially now part of the family. Now, it's not traditional for the maids of honors to talk about the groom, but we're going to do it anyways. When people found out Danielle was engaged, one of the questions Roz and I were frequently asked was, "What do you think of the guy she's marrying?" And every time someone would ask me that, I couldn't help but smile, because Scott is such a kind person, with an ambition that rivals my sister's to explore and experience life to the fullest. I'm not sure if I've ever met a more likable person than Scott. Well, besides you, Danielle. As a couple, Danielle and Scott, your partnership is inspiration and motivation for Pamela and me to seek out a partner cut from the same kind of cloth, who is generous with their love, patience, and affection, who creates moments of joy and approaches the world with a true sense of wonder, even with the most mundane tasks, like loading the dishwasher. Danielle and Scott, we have one final wish for you as a couple. Our wish for you both is that you continue to stay in love with one another. May you continue to create a lifetime of happiness together. And may today be the day that you love one another the very least. Which brings us to this moment. Danielle, once again, you're back to your old, not tying ways. And once again, you're doing it first. And I want to thank you for showing us how to do it right. You are choosing to tie the biggest knot of your life with a wonderful man. And now everyone, please join us in raising your glasses. We would like to propose a toast to all the special F words. To friends, to family, to fate, faith, and forever. Cheers! Cheers.